me by surprise.
Well, that was the point. You might have actually accidentally joined in when you're not thinking about it. So yes, Dad's been solving the clue out in the rain. We needed a traditional calculator. Smartphone would not cut it.
No.
So I got the abacus out.
Yeah.
And that didn't work either.
This is 24.
Is that right?
No. Oh, okay. Hang on, we weren't finished with that one.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah. You need your glasses on for that. Very good. It was a bit easy, wasn't it? Now we understand why.
What? Yeah.
No, the first bit was easy.
Yeah. Here we go. Is it really the biggest? Oh.
Well, we better copy that and concentrate on it.
Yeah, actually, I've remembered I need to say some stuff as well. So, we've done the Merry Vlogmas, we've done Hello, we've solved yesterday's clue, and we've now opened tomorrow's envelope. And it is tomorrow's envelope because we're having to film 2 good mornings to you because we didn't film one yesterday.
Is this why I'm confused?
Yeah, I'm confused too. So we need to do Mum's calendar, my calendar for the 22nd, and then we need to pretend that we're filming new. I'm not going to get, none of us are going to change outfits, so you'll just have to suspend belief and pretend that we're filming for tomorrow's vlog as well. So let's do this. This might actually take a little bit of time, mightn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this should take some time. Yeah.
So we're going to go and do this.
I'm going to photocopy it.
We're going to do this one later. So let's look at for Mum's. So we want day 22, which is today.
Yay! That was quick. First one.
Well, there's only 4 to
You haven't
pick
got
from.
many options.
Well,
What delights do you have today?
peacock.
That's in every one, that one.
More peacock.
It's a different shade. Well, the trouble.
Pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're painting, thread
Oh
painting.
yeah, somebody was asking what you're going to do with these.
Right.
And you do want to be able to shade
Yes,
layers,
you
don't
do.
you? So
You
having
do.
multiples of the same colour is
It's really good.
Yeah, you'll just have to do something with peacocks and leaves in it. Shame.
And I know what you want.
It really wasn't intentionally done.
I think.
It wasn't at all. I genuinely.
She now has my peacock quilt,
Yeah,
and
my-
she wants some.
Mum gave it to me. I want some square pillowcases.
Yes.
Yes, to go
Go
with.
with.
The thing was that when I picked these colours, there was either sets of 10 for X amount, or there was sets of like 60 for X amount, and I love you, but I don't have that much money to spend. So I had to go for the sets of 10, and they were in specific like greens, or so that's why I got Spectrum.
No,
so it was
yeah.
But there was thought behind this, and it wasn't intentionally my colours.
What are you doing with these?
I'm putting them over there, and then they're going back into the box for next year.
All right, okay.
So these ones will go away. I'll do that now so I don't get confused. But there also, somebody was asking what type of thread they are, and they thought they were a specific brand that I can't remember the name of, but they're Isacord, which is your favourite, isn't it? Mum doesn't like any of the less expensive
My
models.
machine doesn't like it.
My machine
Gets
loves
upset.
My machine loves it.
Mine does. That
Are
jump
we-
has worked,
Are we
hasn't
time
it?
travelling yet?
No, not yet. We've still got to do
Okay.
mine. Okay. You ready?
Hello.
You need to show Dad.
Why?
Oh.
What has she done?
I don't know if it's going to show up on the...
No.
What has she done?
No. I'll bring a black pen down.
Can you see?
No.
I can.
But anyway. Love you too.
Oh look, it's right
That
on the
may
top.
not show up.
It did when I went closer.
All right, okay.
Oh, this is... Oh.
I had no idea.
No, I didn't tell anyone. I was hoping it would be more obvious. It was to me. Like Dad says, I'll go over it with a black pen later. What? Ooh. Oh, it's more washi tape. More washi tape with leaves on it. It's like you know me or something, Rachel. So, because this is genuinely the morning of the 21st of December, I'm going to get on with cutting out and sewing up this shirt. So let's get on with that now.
I want to say a huge thank you to all of the Patreon peeps that voted for me to try this pattern, the Vogue 8772. I love how it's turned out, as you'll see later on in this video. It's a really nice shirt pattern because of all the darts and shaping in it, which we all know is something that I am a huge fan of. So yeah, thank you very, very much to everyone that voted for me to try this pattern. It's been a huge success. A few of you have asked to see more of the cutting out aspect of the sewing and that you learn a few things from seeing how I do it. This is a non-directional print. The flowers go in both directions, so I didn't have to worry about making sure that the pattern pieces were the right way up. I managed to cut out 2 scrunchies from this fabric as well with some of the scraps. I have quite a large piece left over, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it because it's not the full width of the fabric. It's probably enough for like a collar facing or pocket facings. I mean, it's more than enough for one set of those, maybe 2 sets, but I'm not sure what I will use it on if I keep it. It might go into one of the fabric bundle scraps that I do give away or put up on the shop every now and again. So yes, thank you to all the Patreon peeps for voting for this shirt pattern. I really like it, and you will see the finished result at the end of this video.
Filming massively out of order again today. As I mentioned in yesterday's Vlogmas, which I finished off this morning, Mum is out at Stitching Elmer's teaching a class. Dad has got his handyman here, although I think he's just waved goodbye and said happy Christmas, so I think Dad might be finished for the day. I am plodding along with the 8772 shirt. I have done the alterations, cut out the fabric, cut out the interfacing, have it all interfaced. I've now got a pile of things here that need to be marked up, and then I can start the sewing process, which is cool. I am currently watching season 3 of The Mentalist, episode 6, working my way through those quite quickly. Very much enjoying. I like having TV on in the background that I've watched before because I don't need to pay attention to it. I think I've told you guys that before. So I'm just going to give my machine a quick clean and oil, change the needle. I change the needle every project or every sort of 8 hours of sewing, which I find works for my machine. I can hear when it's starting to get a little bit in need of oiling, and I can also sort of hear when the needle's blunted. It makes more of a plucking sound when it's puncturing the fabric, if that makes sense. At least that's how I've identified it in my head. I might be completely wrong, but yeah. So fingers crossed I can get this sewn today, because I'd really like to see how it looks with the skirt and waistcoat with the bow. I've basically, where's the, I'm looking around for the pattern, it's under here. So I've said I'm going to do view B, but what I'm actually doing is view D, and then I'm making view B's bow collar, because the actual bow on that is integral and sewn onto the collar of the shirt. You omit the collar stand and the, oh, my necklace is massively tangled. Turn that around. That's the trouble with, I don't know how that happened. Anyway, yeah, so if you put the bow collar on, you omit the collar stand and collar, and you sew the bow on directly onto the neckline of the shirt. Now, a few people that I have read reviews from said that this is actually quite limiting, and I can imagine that it would be. So what I've done is, as I say, cut out view D with the collar stand and collar, and then cut out view B's bow collar, and I'm going to sew it as a separate piece that I can either put on or not. I think it's going to work. I don't know, we're experimenting. So yeah, let's get this all marked up so that I can sew it together and see if my theory works.
2,000 years later.
It is much later on in the day. In fact, I think it's past 10 o'clock, but I was determined to get this shirt done today, and I have. I really like it, actually. I like that there's a little bit of volume in the cap of the sleeve. I'm not sure if it's meant to have it really like right at the top, but I prefer that rather than, I just like that little bit extra there. So I've I mean, it was in the sleeve cap. I've just concentrated the gathering at the top. I am wearing my black underwear and slip, so it is a little bit obvious under here, but this fits so nicely. I've gone for a size 14 at the bust and the hips, and then a size 10 at the waist, which still technically has 2 inches of ease around the waist. Yeah, I really like this. I have made the tie, or the collar tie piece. I have absolutely no idea if it's going to work out the way that I think it is. I didn't want to do the integral tie, as I've mentioned, because it is very limiting in the way that you can wear this shirt, and this is the first time doing up all the buttons and buttonholes. So that works. Now there is a tiny little bit of shaping in this tie thingy, so let's see if this works. I mean, at the very least it will match the shirt, obviously, because it's made from the same fabric, so of course it will. Let's see, I'll try and tie it in a bow. Maybe not quite that big of a bow. Oh, I don't dislike it. I can see better in the mirror than I can in the teeny tiny viewfinder. I don't dislike it, you know. I do think I would tweak this maybe and make the neck piece a little bit skinnier and then really flare it out for the bow piece, just because I've got it doubled up or doubled over around the neck. I might do that for the next one. But that's cute. That is cute, and I think it'll look really nice with the waistcoat. I wasn't going to put all the other bits on tonight because, like I say, it is quite late, and I was just like, oh, let's just try it on and then go to sit with Chi. But you know, we're here, we might as well give it a try, mightn't we? I do like this shirt, and I had 2 meters, I think 2.5 meters of this fabric. I think, like I say, it was from Big Bird. I didn't actually measure it, but I think it was maybe 2 meters, maybe 2.5. So I wouldn't have been able to get my giant sleeves shirts out of it, but it's nice to have this option. Yeah, the bow bit at the top needs to be smaller to look more elegant, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's not my kind of like everyday, and I can understand why people found that they weren't wearing these very often, with this giant bow being a permanent feature of the shirt. But I do think this fabric goes really nicely with the tan wool. Let's see if I can get out of it. I'm not used to wearing shirts buttoned all the way up to the top. Let's see what it looks like with it a little bit unbuttoned, which is probably how I will wear it most of the time. Oh yeah, that's cute. That is cute. I'm pleased with this. I think I don't know if I finished my thought, but I was just saying, because this only takes 2 meters of fabric, it will be good for the pieces of fabric that I have that I don't have enough to do my giant sleeves shirts on, because I do like the giant sleeve shirt. But yeah, this is nice, and it's nice that it's so fitted over the waist so that there isn't a lot of bulk under these waistcoats. And again, I'm probably going to always want to wear this tucked into things. I probably won't ever wear it untucked from my clothing, so I think that the fact that it goes in so nicely here will help to not add bulk underneath of clothes. I am tired, you can tell. I think if you didn't want it to be this fitted, I think it could be, you could leave the fisheye darts out, because there's fisheye darts at the front and the back, and then there's bust darts as well. You could just put the bust darts in and leave the fisheye darts out if you didn't want it as fitted. The other thing as well is you could size up at the waist and do the size that they recommend for you, but then we all know how I feel about the amount of ease that gets put into the Vogue McGaws and Butterick patterns. Nice that this fabric has finally been made up. I am sad that I didn't buy this myself. I wish I'd bought more and made a dress out of it. It is an ivory base rather than a stark white base, so technically it's one of my colours. I think it looks better on me with the tan from the waistcoat as well, but it was wearable muslin fodder, and I'm very grateful to my sister-in-law for giving it to me. But yeah, very pleased with this. I will make more of these shirts. They are lovely, and I'm glad that I didn't do the full bow collar as an integral part, because I don't think I would wear it very often with that, but I will like this. So I'm going to say goodnight because it is late and Chiana's been by herself all night, so she will want some attention. So I hope you've enjoyed the little bit of waffle from today. We are cheating a little bit, as you will have seen earlier. We are filming calendars day 22 and 23 tomorrow because, as I said earlier, Mum was out and Dad had his gardener with him, so they didn't have time this morning, and I was late coming down, so it was my fault. So yeah, everything's been out of order today, but I'm so pleased. I really like this. I really, really like this. Yay.